Good morning, everyone, and happy Sunday to you. It is Sunday, January 18th, 2026, as I am recording this. We've got a lot of weather to talk about this week coming our way to southeastern Illinois. First up is going to be some cold temperatures to start off this work and school week as we celebrate Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. And then we've got some winter weather to talk about as we go into the latter half of this work week into this upcoming weekend. So let's dive right in. First up, we got to talk some cold temperatures first. These are forecast high temperatures for this afternoon, and notice we're only going to get into the mid-20s for much of us across the area. As we go through the night tonight, those temperatures will drop off fairly quickly, dropping down into the lower teens or single digits by the time we head out the door tomorrow morning. This is about 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice temperatures are right around that 10-degree mark into the lower teens across the area. And we don't warm up much as we go throughout the day on Monday. These are high temperatures tomorrow afternoon. And again, upper teens maybe by tomorrow afternoon when you're on your way home from work or school. If you have any work tomorrow for Martin Luther King Day, it will be a cold one, and cold once again as we head out the door for more of a regular work or school day. For the day on Tuesday, back down right around that 10-degree mark. I think Tuesday morning will be a little bit colder even than tomorrow morning. By Tuesday afternoon, though, we do start to moderate the temperatures a little bit, getting up closer to the freezing mark before we get above freezing for your day on Wednesday. The big story, though, isn't just the air temperatures, but it's going to be the wind chills. These are forecast wind chills for out the door tomorrow morning if you're heading out anywhere. And we will be below zero for much of us, approaching maybe -10 in the Effingham area. By tomorrow afternoon, we don't really warm up much for wind chills. We stay in the single digits. Remember, air temperatures are only going to be in the upper teens across the area for your afternoon tomorrow, and wind chills won't make it out of the single digits. As we go out the door on Tuesday morning, all of us heading back to work and school, we'll be in the single digits once again. I think it could still be just a little bit colder than this, but as we go into the afternoon, notice the winds start to let up a little bit by Tuesday afternoon for sure. And we get closer. We get at least into the 20s for your wind chills with, again, air temperatures approaching that freezing mark. So as we go later on in the week, I don't have a map to show it, but we will warm up for Wednesday and on into Thursday. We'll probably see above freezing both of those days. So there is an end in sight, at least short term, for a little bit of that colder weather. So now, what everyone's been talking about on Facebook the last couple days is this upcoming winter storm that could be knocking on our doorstep by the time next weekend rolls around. There's still a lot of variables out with this winter storm. And let me show you kind of what we're talking about so we can kind of moderate some expectations here. First up is the Canadian model. I think it's got a good general handle on this so far, so I'll show you it right off the bat. So here we go into the first part of the work week. Maybe a snow shower or two Monday with that passing system up to our north, but nothing major there. We will have to kind of keep an eye on Wednesday into Thursday. We will warm up a little bit, but some of the models are trying to hint at a little clipper system moving through, maybe some very light snow showers for Wednesday and into the day on Thursday. Not completely sold on that yet, but it's showing up at least in some of the models, so we'll keep that as a possibility. More importantly, though, as we go towards the weekend, what the Canadian model begins to show, we'll pick this up here. This is Saturday at midnight. Notice some snow showers starting along that Route 50 corridor and points south. As we go later on into the day on Saturday, we stay mostly to all snow before it works out of here by sunset on Saturday night. And notice everything is pretty well gone by the day on Sunday. This moves it out fairly quick, according to the Canadian model. The American model, the GFS, tells a different story. We'll pick this up Friday at lunchtime. And notice it starts to bring in some snow showers early. Again, keeps it all snow Friday night into Saturday. Before another little wave of snow moves through there towards the evening hours on Saturday and on moves out everything by Sunday, according to the GFS. Now, the Euro is the most bullish of models that I will show you right now, and this is probably the one you've seen floating around, or something, a map similar to this on Facebook. We'll pick this up Saturday morning, about 6 a.m., and watch this storm just absolutely explode as it moves into the area. We start off maybe some snow showers by Saturday evening into the first part of Sunday morning. This will be Sunday at about 6 a.m. Start off with some snow showers along Route 15 points north, maybe some mix. That's that pink and red shadings down in southern Illinois. And as we go later on into the day on Sunday, we just have a whole mixed bag of precipitation before it moves in a little bit heavier Sunday evening into Sunday night. This would be Sunday night at midnight. Notice a whole bag of freezing rain, sleet, just a mixed bag of precip in our neck of the woods Sunday night. It moves out on Monday, ends with some pretty heavy snow as it exits the area. So there's a lot of variables right now with this winter storm. Number one, we don't know exactly what the timing is going to look like yet. Pinpoint anywhere between Saturday morning to about Monday morning is the projected potential time frame. We don't know how much energy and how much moisture this storm is going to have yet. If it deepens into a stronger low, like what we saw here on this last one on the Euro, it very well could have more moisture to work with, bringing us some higher impacts. But number three, we don't really know where the temperature profiles are going to set up yet. We don't know if we could very well be in the warm sector and be talking rain and maybe some thunderstorms. We could be very far south in the snow sector to where all we have to talk about is snow, or it's very possible we could land somewhere in the middle and have some sort of wintry mix to talk about. So don't get too worked up yet. We're still 5 to 6 days out from this storm, so the models are going to change a lot. Realistically, we're not going to have a good handle on what we think this storm's going to look like until probably about Wednesday or Thursday. So don't get too excited yet in terms of snowfall potentials or freezing rain or sleet, or don't get too worked up yet, everybody. Just to emphasize this is the GEFS. This is the ensemble run of the American model, just showing projected snowfall. And we're not talking totals yet or anything. I just want to show you this as these are all the sorts of scenarios that could happen. As we go through this map, this is showing projected snowfall through Monday evening. And we've got anywhere from big snowstorms here, like on ensemble member 3 and member 5, and a decent one in 18, and a little bit in 14, to absolutely nothing, and more of a rain event or more of a wintry mix event here in 15 and 20 and 10 and 6. So you kind of get the picture. There are many variables yet, so don't trust any snow maps basically that you see on Facebook as of yet. The one thing that we can kind of say that's increasing our confidence that it will be some sort of impactful storm, these are the probability maps of exceeding 1/4 of an inch of precipitation. That could be rain, that could be sleet, that could be freezing rain, that could be snow. But these are the probability maps, and this kind of helps us pinpoint where we think some of the highest precip totals will be. And so this is on day 6. This is Friday into Saturday. It's got the area painted basically in a slight risk and a 10 to 30% chance of some higher precip totals. And then for the day 7 outlook, this would be Saturday into Sunday, paints the entire area again in that chance for some heavier precip. Again, we don't know what that precip will be. Time will let that work its way out for that. What I can tell you, though, as we wrap this up and we look on the Climate Prediction Center outlooks, whatever we get will stay on the ground for a couple days. This is 6 to 10 day outlook taking us from this upcoming Friday through next Tuesday, the 27th. And notice it keeps us in a colder, below average temperature pattern as we round out the end of the month. And on the 8 to 14 day, you see that taking us all the way to the end of the month. Cooler than normal temperatures will stick around. Precip also looks to be slightly increased. That's, this is right in the time frame where we're talking about that active storm track for bringing us whatever we may see this upcoming weekend. Slightly above average on the 6 to 10 day precip outlook. And we turn a little bit drier as we go towards the end of the month. So it looks like, again, there will be some system moving through the area on Saturday, somewhere between Friday night and Monday morning. We don't know exact timing yet. We don't know exact precip type yet. Those details will all get worked out as we move out through this work week. So stay tuned to this weather page for continued updates. I'll try to keep you updated as much as possible as we go through this work week. And of course, if we have any sort of snowfall component of this or freezing rain component, any sort of winter component, stay right here. We'll keep you updated with some snowfall maps and whatever precip maps we need to have before the system moves through. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy it, and I will see you for your out-the-door forecast first thing Tuesday morning.